Tonight's a big night on Special Report as Bret Baier hosts Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders for a town hall, coming right on the heels of their fiery debate last night.
I voted to save the auto industry. He voted against the money that ended up saving the auto industry. I think that is a pretty big difference.
If you are talking about the Wall Street bailout, where some of your friends destroyed this economy,
you know,
excuse me, I'm talking.
Let him run.
If you're going to talk, tell the whole story, Senator
Let
Sanders.
me tell my story, you tell yours.
I will.
Your story is for voting for every disastrous trade agreement and voting for corporate America. Did I vote against the Wall Street bailout? When billionaires on Wall Street destroyed this economy, they went to Congress and they said, oh, please, we'll be good boys, bail us out.
Joining us now, Bret Baier, the anchor of Special Report. So give us a preview. Should we be expecting those kinds of fireworks tonight, Bret?
You never know. They're not going to be on the same stage together, John. Good morning. This is the stage behind us here, getting ready for the town hall in Detroit at the Gem Theater. We'll have a half an hour roughly with each candidate. I'll be asking some questions, and then we have 300 or so Michiganders who mostly are undecided. There are some Bernie fans, there are some Hillary fans, there are some independents here who are deciding, they said, between Trump and Sanders. There are some who said they were deciding between Marco Rubio and Hillary Clinton. Remember, Michigan is an open primary like other states we've seen before, so you can register that day and vote. They have a number of questions that are very interesting, and I'll try to bring up some topics we haven't heard in the Democratic race to date.
Obviously, the auto industry and its health is a big topic in Michigan. Will it be a big topic tonight?
Well, you know, there's some follow-up probably to do after last night's debate. That exchange you played was definitely the most fiery that we've seen in the debate so far. I think there's more to mine there, and obviously it's an issue that is on the minds of Michiganders here. I think the economy, I think a number of topics that have not come up before in debates of past. The town hall format allows you to kind of get deeper, get into the weeds in some topics, and gives it some breathing room. We hope to have a lot of substance in 30 minutes for each candidate.
Obviously, it's tough to bring these two candidates together. I know for a while you had one of them, then you finally got both of them. Bernie Sanders really needs to eat into Hillary Clinton's lead very quickly if he has a chance of winning this nomination. He seemed much more aggressive in the debate the other night.
No, I agree. And, you know, you look at the latest polls here in Michigan, Hillary Clinton does have what appears to be a big lead. This is a place that Sanders has been investing some time and capital as far as campaigning. He had a good weekend, obviously, and has picked up some states that I think some people weren't expecting him to. This is not over, despite the fact that some on the Democratic side say it is. And remember, hanging out over this is whatever happens with the FBI investigation into that email classification dealing with Hillary Clinton. So all of that is a part of this dynamic on the Democratic side.
She even repudiated some of her husband's prime achievements during the Clinton administration, the crime bill and welfare reform. Hillary Clinton seemed to be backing away from those.
Well, that is the Bernie Sanders effect. I mean, we are dealing with going back to somebody's record, and the fact that we have spent a couple of debates in the 1990s is pretty interesting. That said, Bernie Sanders has changed the dynamic here. He has added some momentum on his side among young people in particular, and that's concerning for Hillary Clinton. The other thing that's concerning for Democrats is the enthusiasm gap as far as every state that you look at, Republicans getting to the polls in bigger numbers than Democrats.
Let's talk about the polls. Some brand new numbers ahead of the Michigan primary tomorrow. A Wall Street Journal NBC News poll shows Donald Trump with a commanding lead on the Republican side. He's beating his closest competitor, Ted Cruz, by nearly 20 percentage points. Marco Rubio and John Kasich are both in the teens. On the Democratic side, the Wall Street Journal NBC News poll gives the edge to Hillary Clinton in Michigan. She is 17 points ahead of Bernie Sanders. And obviously, Michigan is a key prize for all of these. I wonder specifically about John Kasich. You know, he said that he's heading into the northern states. It's his home territory. He feels like he can do well there. But the polling doesn't indicate that, at least in Michigan.
No, that's right. I mean, there was one poll, an ARG poll, that seemed to be an outlier that had him ahead, but most of them have Donald Trump up double digits. John Kasich looks to perform well here, get some delegates, and it is home court advantage in the Midwest. The big races, obviously, John, on the Republican side are Florida and Ohio. A week from now, those are winner-take-all contests that really will give us a blueprint of where this GOP race is headed and whether Donald Trump can get to the magic number of 1237 or the Never Trump folks block him from getting that and force it into a contested convention in Cleveland.
In Michigan, Trump seems to be doing very well, perhaps bolstered by, middle-class folks who see their futures slipping away. They see Donald Trump perhaps as the guy who's going to bring back the luster to states like Michigan and the economy there.
Yeah, and listen, Michigan has 38 delegates. It's a significant state on the Republican side. I think you're right. Donald Trump has broadened the base of the Republican Party. There are more people in there who are coming out to vote for him. The question is whether this starting to unify Never Trump movement with their millions of dollars behind them will force one other candidate to go up against him. It seems like Ted Cruz is better positioned to be that alternative candidate today after some recent successes, but we'll see how it all breaks down.
Yeah, it is going to be fascinating to watch tonight. Bret Baier, thank you. We'll see you then. It's a special report town hall. Democratic presidential candidates will be speaking with Bret, as you see there, right here on Fox News Channel, 6 p.m. Eastern Time tonight.